Hi guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome back to another speed build. So this is my very first build using the platforms, and I started doing like quite a bit of speed builds on my channel because after the update with the platforms, it broke all of my mods. And as you guys know, if you watch my channel, all of my sims have CC, and so like the mods itself is fine being broken, but my sims have CC, so I couldn't even like go into my game and play because all my sims were like naked and bald. So I did a bit of building, and this house, I cut out a lot of me messing with the platforms because it was over an hour of footage, so I had to cut it down quite a bit. But the platforms are very difficult, and I've seen that consensus from some other simmers that I watch have been having a lot of trouble with it and a lot of complaints. While they're really cool, there's definitely a lot of issues with them. And for this one, I don't know if you can tell, but the front porch area right in the front of the front door is actually a platform that is slightly higher than the one on the left. So it goes down into like this little patio area. And this house I really, really like. However, which I found myself doing a lot recently, have found myself kind of changing direction in the middle of it. So it started out like on the outside kind of a modern but traditional home in the same way. And I had a hard time following that on the interior. And I built this house differently than I usually do. So I started out just making the exterior. And usually I make my builds by doing square rooms the whole time. I build the whole house with rooms, and this time I did it with walls, and well, it kind of messed me up a little bit because I'm not used to doing that. And the floor plan is really bad. It's not as bad downstairs, but I feel like upstairs was really bad. I cut out so long of me fiddling with it, trying to get it to be the best that it can be, and yeah, so it's not the best, but I like the house otherwise. And I actually don't know if I can even upload this to the gallery because my gallery is really broken. I don't know if anybody else is having this issue, but it just has red X's over everything and says that it can't locate items. So I haven't been able to use my gallery for quite a while now. I'm not even sure how long it's been, but it was definitely before this update, so that's not what broke it. So yeah, I definitely skipped a lot of the landscaping. I think I go back at the end and do more of it because I wanted to make sure the floor plan worked, although I did that a little bit late. So yeah, this house, I like it. I really, really like the exterior. I just wish that I had found a better way to do the upstairs floor plan. And so right here, I add a platform, and this is where I was having the other issue, like the door, because there's a platform on the outside, the door is raised on the inside, so like you kind of have to have a platform there. Like I don't really understand how to go around that. So while I really like the platforms because it adds a new element, which is always nice, it's definitely difficult. So I did cut out a lot, unfortunately, but right now I just placed some filler furniture. So I knew I wanted the dining room to be right there. I add a bathroom to the right of the stairs here just to fill up that kind of awkward empty space. And yeah, it kept breaking the platform, so I just kind of had to like add the wall and move it separately. So it's just kind of a mess. And I don't even... And maybe I should have put a wall, actually, between where the counters meet that platform. That probably would have made a lot more sense. I didn't think about that even editing until right now, but that might have helped make it come together more rather than have such an open floor plan. And so on the interior, this is a family home, a very small family home. I didn't know it was going to be this small, but it is supposed to be for a small family. So I didn't know if I wanted it to be complete modern because it's still traditional on the outside. So I was trying to find that balance of traditional and modern, and I couldn't decide if I wanted to carry on what I did outside with the black and the whites and the grays, or if I wanted to add some color, because for me, like, the family homes are just kind of colorful. So I messed around with that a bit, and I think I still keep it kind of mixed. I leave these like birch counters, I think, but then I add touches of blue because of these paintings that I'm about to put here. What pack are those paintings from? I bring them out in a second. They're probably my favorite paintings, although I never use them. Oh, cats and dogs. Yeah, these paintings are so nice. I change them to the blue swatch, and then I like change the curtains to the blue, and I add blue rugs. But then I go back and it's only like the kitchen that's really colorful like this, I feel like, because I really keep the living room very neutral. I use that Seasons couch with the pillows and the white swatch. So yeah, and I had this big empty space over here in the kitchen. So I end up deciding to add a cat. Of course, you can switch it to dogs too, but I do add some pet bowls and then a cat scratcher over here. So this is where I'm adding the blue rugs, and I like it. I think it added some nice color while still keeping it clean in here. And this is where, after I place that rug, is where I decide to add the pet stuff, which I think works really well anyway with the family home and everything. And if you don't have cats and dogs, then you can just, I don't know, add a bookshelf or some sort of console table. I'm sure it would look fine in the dining room. They also have all those hutches full of dishes and stuff. So either way, that ends up working all right. And then in here, I just do a simple bathroom. I actually use the Seasons sink that I really, really like with the raised sink part on the counter. I think it looked really nice. I don't usually use that swatch, although that's definitely my favorite sink in the game. I end up using this one right here, and I think it looks so nice and actually goes like perfectly with this house. So that was nice. And I think I had a plant in here. Is it the cactus? I know I put the cactus down for a second, but I usually don't use that cactus, especially in a family home. You know what I realized? I don't think I put a toddler potty in this build. The bedroom upstairs, there's the master bedroom, and then there's a toddler potty. I mean, a toddler bedroom. So, yeah, I didn't plan on it being a toddler, but the layout upstairs is awful. Honestly, I probably should have scrapped the whole build because of the layout, but it does work, and it's still cute. The room is definitely small, though, so when your kid ages up, you might have to do some fiddling with it. I'm sure you guys can do a better floor plan than I could, though. Oh, and I add these. Okay, so I end up switching those cats and dog chairs to the black swatch because on that Seasons couch, there's grayish black pillows, and I feel like adding the black chair really brings it all together. You'll see me do that in just a moment, but I feel like it just brought in what I was going for really, really nicely. And I actually changed the wall behind the fireplace to an accent wall that's a dark blue. So I guess I did bring in a little bit of color, which I did like quite a bit. And then I just put a study area over here because every Sims house needs a computer in a study area. So, yeah, you could also probably make this spot a bedroom as well, right where the railing ends. Cutting that off there could also definitely turn that into a bedroom. And then you can always put a laptop on the dining table or the island and have plenty of room for that. So, yeah, there's definitely some modifications you can make, or also moving the desk entirely and adding a door there and extending the house right there could definitely work too. So there's definitely some ways that if you like this house and you still want to expand your family, or you already currently have quite a few Sims, there's definitely things that you could do to go around that. So now we're just moving upstairs, and as you can see, it's a small space. So I do the bathroom really, really quick, just a simple bathroom, and I tried to use the same sink as I did downstairs, which didn't totally match, so I end up switching the swatch of this just to try to make it look a little bit more put together. And then there's this weird spot right here, so I decided to put the litter box there and just the cat bed because we had to fill it somehow. My game is just weird. I don't know. I have trouble building on PC. I'm used to playing on Xbox, and ever since I started building on PC, it's just really difficult. I found it way harder to build. So this is going to be the toddler's room. It can be a male or a female, but the main focus is blue. So I have a few toys in here. I just have this bed. I know I put one of the Blarfies and then a toy box, which I actually sized down the toy box because it looked humongous. You'll see that right here. It looks ridiculously huge in this room. I know this room is small, but it still looks ridiculous. So I don't know. But this is the master bedroom. So I use this brown one, and then I just had a chair and a lamp in here. I didn't realize how small this room actually was until I put the bed in it. So yeah, it's very small, but this is a small home. Even downstairs, the kitchen is pretty decent sized, but even like the living area is pretty small. But yeah, I still like it. It's definitely, I like to do smaller homes, I think, but I do way better at big homes. But those take so long. This house alone, my tiny houses have taken over an hour, so I can't imagine how big a large family home would be. But I definitely only do like family gameplay in this, so it's something that I enjoy doing. And I really like making kids' rooms, even though we don't have a lot of kids' stuff in this game, which is kind of ridiculous. But then I just add this console table in the hallway just to fill up some space and some curtains. And then I'm pretty sure I just go down to the front little porch area and I add these couches and a tree and then like this rug that looks like an outdoor rug. And then in the back, I add a pool and a swing set, possibly. So yeah, we're getting to the end of the build. I hope you guys liked this video. If you did, leave me a like. Feel free to talk to me in the comments down below. Hit subscribe and hit the notification bell so you never miss another video. Bye, guys!
Like a bird on a tree, I'm just sitting here. I got time, it's clear to see. From up here, the world seems small. We can sit together. It's so beautiful, you and me. We meant to be in the great outdoors, forever free. Sometimes you need to go and take a step back to see the truth around you. From a distance you can tell